Okay, Virgo, let's start your reading. So let's see what we have for you for the Virgo collective. All right, you're coming out of isolation at this time. Probably meeting up with a lot of people now. You want to transform something in your life. You're probably dealing with a Scorpio. You're getting away from things. You're transforming your way out of things that doesn't align to you, and definitely people that don't align to you. You want to get back out there. You want to find your tribe. You probably just became friends with a Scorpio recently or a Cancer. Okay, or maybe that's who you walked away from because it was misaligned. But you're looking for your people that like get you. I'm hearing somebody's like really into like, I don't know, like dark topics. They got a dark humor. Okay. You could be very stern at this moment. Maybe a lot of people see you as like, you don't play no games at all. Some people are probably scared of you. You're probably listening to heavy metal right now. I don't know what you got going on, Virgo, but rock on, okay? Yeah, I feel like you're just doing a lot of heavy partying. It's like weird because it's like you're out there doing a lot of heavy partying, being around, I'm hearing many girls, many guys, a lot of alcohol. But I don't think you're doing any of this. I think you're just there. Like, is this about you doing business in between this whole situation, or turning your partying skills into a business? Networking, influencing. Maybe you want something more than just partying. Maybe partying is getting tired. Okay, what's behind the Three of Cups? Yeah, you might be working on something. Maybe you work in nightclubs and stuff, and it's like the reward is not enough. Kind of feel like you don't want to be committed to this because it doesn't make sense. The money doesn't make sense. The networking doesn't make sense. It's like you're not meeting the millionaires and billionaires that you thought you would meet. Can I see what's more on this for Virgo? Okay. I mean, you had worse jobs before. Met worse people than this. So, you know, you leveled up from something in the past. But now it's time to level up again, maybe. What else? Maybe you need to level up again from this nightlife. Somebody works at night. Somebody has an overnight shift. You might be transitioning to the daytime. You might have this opportunity, this new job that's in the daytime, that you think that it might fulfill you emotionally. Be careful that it's just not too good to be true, because somebody here is very charming. And when it came out with the Five of Swords, so I don't see that it might be like conniving or manipulative, but somebody wants their cake and eat it too. And you're tired of like the secrets being held from you. The money is not aligning. I feel like you go into business with people, but like the money doesn't make sense. And you might be thinking that they're making more than you. You just can't prove it. Okay? And that's why you don't like that. You be feeling like you're getting gypped out of your money. Basically, like they're skimming off the top and you have no idea that they are, but you do. Your intuition is telling you, but you just can't prove it. And it's just a lot of sneaky, slimy stuff. Okay, that's going on around you. And you don't want to be in that type of environment or those type of people anymore. So you just want to get out of it. That's for somebody's story here. If it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. But that's clearly what I'm seeing from what I'm seeing here, right? You could have a, what is that, a little girl? I'm hearing somebody was supposed to have a little girl. Okay. You could probably have an ex that's pregnant right now. Okay. And you guys are just not aligned. That could be somebody else's story, right? And you guys are trying to figure out how to like transform, not getting along together. It's like you're meditating on whatever situation it is, whether you got somebody pregnant, whether you work in a like nightlife and trying to transition. It's all about something that you're transforming that's very dark, very just hidden. Dark doesn't have to mean bad, right? A lot of people take that as a negative connotation, but it is just basically like, sorry y'all, I'm having issues with my phone, but I was saying, what was I saying? Right, dark, right? It's something that's like, it's not like evil or bad or anything. It's just more like literally dark, as in like the sky, as in somebody who's working at night, right? The nightlife, the freaks come out at night type of energy. It could also be like some type of secrecy, mysterious situation that you're dealing with or environment that you're in. I almost said a cult, but not a cult, but like you guys, whoever your tribe is right now, you guys give like a cult, like influencers, a cult of influencers in a sense, right? You guys probably have like a different vibe about you. Maybe that's what you want to get away from, okay? Is maybe it's not your lifestyle anymore. You want a different type of lifestyle. To like, yeah, I'm hearing sworn secrecy. Something that's a secret, something that's hidden, something that people are not used to, something that's mysterious, like the cult, right? That's something else, right? That's like dark in a sense. And so whatever you got going on here, I feel like you want to transition out of it because it doesn't align with your lifestyle anymore. Somebody's hair is getting older. Maybe this lifestyle is making them more emotionless. I just heard Jim Jones' song, Emotionless. Somebody could be listening to a lot of like Dipset and stuff right now if you're into hip hop, but also like heavy metal and stuff too, like, but like old heavy metal, like Slipknot. Okay. I see you, if you're not dealing with a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag, I see you very confident in self, but also like maybe a little too cocky. Maybe that's how people are perceiving you. I'm getting like people are perceiving you as like bitter and cocky, right? As like, they probably, when they talk about you, they're like, you know, that person is very mean, very like stoic type of mentality. But like, they don't really understand what stoic is, but they're just using words and throwing it out there, right? They don't get your mindset. They probably think you're overly confident, overly courageous, cocky, right? Like full of yourself. When it's really like you're just very intelligent. You don't speak too much unless spoken to, unless you need to, right? Or maybe that's what you say to people, like don't speak to me if you don't have nothing valuable to say. Like I don't want to talk unless you have something valuable to say. The conversations don't match up. The conversations don't align, right, with my mindset. You're tired of repeating yourself. It could be a form of manipulation too with the conversations that you're having because you look so good. All right, you might have like a charm-esque situation about you. Okay, but I feel like you know that you're destined for greater, right? You want this new opportunity. You want to go into the day shift. You want to go into the light. Okay? You know? You want to get out of this transition from this dark energy, right? You want to have like an ego death. Maybe that's what somebody needs. I feel like being in this mysterious lifestyle is slowing down your momentum as you're getting older. You know? It's like what you're really investing into, right? You want to make sure that you're investing into the right things that's going to pour back into you times 10. And you don't see that with this lifestyle that you got going on here. That's why you're in deep contemplation mode, right? You could be dealing with a water sign, right? I said that before, like a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They could be younger than you. They could be very immature. They could be a party animal, and that's not what you're liking anymore. Okay? You could want somebody that's like creative and confident, a little cocky here and there, like, you know, somebody uber sexy. But I feel like you're trying to get away from this immature, moody, bratty energy, right? Whoever this is like a child. And you made your choice about this. I feel like somebody's going back to the traditional route of life, or what they seem is like the American dream or whatever. But I don't know. Somebody here is Native American. Somebody here is black. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Somebody has like a lot of hair, a lot of long hair. Long hair is significant. Long black hair. Yeah. I just heard from CB4, movie called CB4. I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black. That's a song I sing to people when I tell them, like, yeah, I'm black. Because some people don't believe me, right? Happy Black History Month, by the way. All right, Virgo. So we're going to go into your next cards and see what you have. So we're just going to, you know, clarify a little bit more on how I can give you, you know, a nice little message. How I can help you in this situation. If you do want to, you know, transform this energy, this lifestyle, or if there's anything else that you need to know. That Death card wanted to come out again, right? So you're definitely trying to transition to a different life. You're just feeling a whole new life, right? So let's see what else we have for Virgo. Any hope? Anything else I can help them with? Go into what pours back into you. Okay, go into what is a long-term commitment, right? Stop doing these little, I'm hearing odd jobs, okay? That's not long-term. You are the main character. You're not the, you know, you're the protagonist. I don't know what you call like the little characters on the side, but you're not them, okay? You have grown into the main character in your life. So treat it that way. Be careful with being impulsive with different opportunities as well. You know, regardless, you're a winner, babe. But you have to really take time in knowing what is the best opportunities for you that aligns with the career that you're going to have. It's like you have to go down one path and be able to do everything in that path before you keep knocking down every single cup. You got to do things one by one, because that's you, right? That's you at the end goal. But it took for one path that you know that was long term, then you can venture out to all of these cups, right? And not saying to put all your eggs in one basket, but there's one thing that you have the skill for that really works for you, that really pays you well. You know, it might be tedious. Sometimes it might get a little repetitive and boring. But whatever that one thing is that you're so good at and you get paid well for it and a lot of acknowledgement for, that people tell you should do that full time or whatever, that is what you need to do at this moment until it blows up. And then you can venture out, right? As you make a name for yourself, as you get the money that you need to get, you can start venturing into your other hobbies or your other, you know, goals that you have. So let's see what else. Ooh, you still got this energy here. What is this? You is not playing no games. You need to balance your emotions. You can't just be cold-hearted. That's not how it's going to work. A Sagittarius could be significant as well. I did say fire sign earlier, right? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you've been getting angry lately, but not in a sense of like you've been yelling and arguing with people. It's more like as soon as somebody pisses you off, you just get real silent. and remove yourself, right? I heard that from J. Cole too. J. Cole did that to somebody. I just heard about that recently. You're like in that. You probably could be listening to J. Cole as well. You could be in that type of, like, you're just literally removing yourself. You have the sword, right? You're cutting people out of your life. But you got to be careful, right? Because some of these people might be your supporters. Might be some of the help that you need. Okay? So you need to learn how to balance your emotions. Also the drinking. Yeah, I feel like you're transitioning into daytime. Something about daytime. Because the second spread so far, I haven't seen not one night card. Let me not jinx it, right? Oh, look. This is a daytime card. You have it in reverse, though. You're very unhappy about something. Fire signs is really heavy here. Leo, Sag. What do you feel so down about, Virgo? How can we help it? Maybe you were committed to something in the past and you feel like you failed. What Aaliyah say? Try again. Or try a new route. That's what you need to meditate on. Find another path, right? Maybe your old way of working is not working, right? The old way of doing things is not working. Maybe you had an argument with a fire sign. Maybe you lied to a fire sign. Or Pisces. I've seen a lot of Pisces here. Maybe somebody lied to you, okay? And you're not trying to fight with that person. That's why you're just trying to just not talk to them and cut them off. I know I'm like, it's a million stories in one. Please just follow through with what resonates with you. And now you're taking the time to like really pause from this conflict, the situation here. And it's like, ugh, I don't want to have a conversation with this person right now, you know? They piss me off. That's funny. It's like whoever's a fire sign is the person that's trying to help you, that's trying to be optimistic, which is funny. I'm a Sag, so it's like I'm kind of giving you advice to tell you, like, you know, chill out. But it's literally like a Sag, Leo, or Aries, heavy on a Leo and Sag is like trying to tell you like to calm down from the situation. But you're not trying to hear it. And it's okay. You know, we're human, right? Drink some water. Drink some water. And every time you drink some water, like, tell yourself to relax your nerves. Somebody's nervous system is not in order. It's not regulated. It's out of whack. Maybe all that, you know, staying up at night, working overnight. Trust me, I know. I just came off from an overnight shift. This could be for me too. Low key. I mean, the story doesn't resonate, but it does have some factors in it, right? That resonate with me. But right now, I don't think it's time to take action on something. I really feel like you need to contemplate on your next move and how to deal with certain people. But you don't have to be super cold-hearted about it, right? Because that's going to block a lot of situations, blessings, people, networking, opportunities from you if you have that hard shell. Okay? But you can do things in a different way that'll allow you to be, you know, not telling your whole life story, but yet open enough to be more warm around others, right? And they can trust you. It might be a little manipulation tactic. You might be reading a lot of Robert Greene books or something, okay? Trying to warm up to the people because right now you're really cold. Okay, and maybe working overnight, like I said, probably turns you that way. Working in nightclubs or whatever it is that you do, right? If I'm talking to somebody that's like a scripper, right? Maybe you worked in like script clubs for so long that like it made you angry against men. And now that you're transitioning into like a career in the daytime or something like that, or you're doing something in the daytime that's totally different than your life before, It's like you got to learn how to, you know, be social again after everything you know about being a scripper and dealing with certain people. Like, it's like you don't have no trust. You can't trust people. Like, you think people are disgusting, stuff like that. But you can't have those type of emotions going into a different career, right? You have to be more warm. So, however the story is, you know, take it how it resonates. Anything else for Virgo? Yeah, somebody can definitely be. It's funny I brought that story up because somebody is naked. Look at the little naked. Yeah. Little naked baby or whatever, Cupid. So you could be a scripper, right? You're coming out of hiding. All right. It's time to leave that overnight job. It's time to, you know, get your social skills back up. Yeah, because something is not successful. Working at night is not successful for you at this time. I'm just letting you know. Something at night for you is not successful for you. Yeah, and you're avoiding like a lot of chaos by transitioning out and getting away from sneaky people and manipulative people that just lie, cheat, steal, whatever. So you got this, Virgo. Figure it out. I'll see you guys next time.